The concept of little brother is a common theme across rivalry games, but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. When the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. On the banks of the Red Cedar in East Lansing, Spartan Stadium, it's the Michigan Wolverines and the Michigan State Spartans. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. The Spartans headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Michigan's offense will start this game off with the football. This game often testier than Michigan's rivalry with Ohio State, and the Wolverines applied a little extra sting winning a close one last year.
They did. You know, it just left a bad taste in everybody's mouth back in East Lansing all year long. They've talked about it. They've had to hear about it. They've listened to the gloating from their in-state rival. They're looking to flip the script today.
And that's what's so fun about rivalries. You get bragging rights, and especially in the same state, so much disdain for each other. It's so awesome. The fans go bananas, and Michigan State's definitely got something to prove.
They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Sets his feet. It's Daniel. Finds his tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. Work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Needs it here on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. So Michigan State's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. We got a duel in this game with two of the better tight ends in the country.
And Reese, the fun thing about this tight end matchup, man, they've been here. They've been there, done that. Like, these guys have experience. They're seniors. They're so elite. They're looking for that next level, and they're going to go to the NFL. But we got the treat, man, to watch this duel, to see maybe who the best tight end Jesse is in all of college football.
Yeah, and David, because they have that experience, you know these quarterbacks trust these guys. When they're big down in distances, big moments, key situations in this game, these quarterbacks are going to be looking for their big fella to make a big play down the field. I can't wait to watch this thing go down.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got
room on the return. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big.
Looking for the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Michigan.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Play action on first down. They're working that left side. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies a bit.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're not talking about ranking trophies.
Look out! And it's a sack.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield, it's Daniel. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They give it to him again. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw one first. Turns it upfield. Oh, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll try the counter. Enough to move the chains. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quick give. It's Rivera. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Daniel. Working that left side now. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off.
Well, I can tell you, having played the position, if you can't step into throws and you can't follow through, it obviously affects your accuracy. And I think the hit on the quarterback right there certainly contributed to that interception.
Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
The run inside. It's Rivera. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Rush right in his face. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Got a man, it's Warren. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. The moments, the big plays from rivalry games like this when etched in your memories, and here are some that I'm sure will bring back some warm and some heartbreaking memories. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Handed to the back. Got enough for the 1st down. There he goes. Guys, he's up to 103 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw, it's Daniel. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Quickly to the tight end. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Motion from the wideout. Drops back on first down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He's got it. Open space at the 25. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Wolverines, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Dropping back, it's Daniel. Snags it.
And how about this drive? Like, this offense, just the composure, backed up inside your own 10, a little bit nervous to start, and then you come out, put some plays together, put an explosive play on paper right there, and now set up to go from all the way inside your 10 and possibly get a touchdown.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive there.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Rivera. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolverines. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're in defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Finds his man. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Straight ahead, it's Rivero. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Third and short now from their own 48. Looking to throw for it. He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. With an update on that, let's check in with Holland.
Reporting from the Wolverines sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way.
Looking for a deep man. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And then
got enough space. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Touchdown, Michigan! The defense putting points on the board. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
no doubt, when your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. On the return. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Reporting from the Wolverines sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Daniel. Left side, it's Johnson. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
From the gun, looking for a man. On the move. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
That should be the final play of the first half. We are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Catching up with the Wolverines head coach at the half. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man across the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The play fake. Fires to the middle. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He's loose down the left side. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point was good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He'll keep it himself. Nice move there. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, this running back is having a blast down here. He and his teammates are celebrating that last rushing touchdown. That put him alone at the top nationally. And now he's back on the field getting ready to continue his performance. The most rushing touchdowns in a career for the nation. A lot of history down here being made. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. He'll pull it down and run. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The handoff. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Nice play to knock that one down.
What a tremendous job in coverage by that DB. He just stayed in the receiver's hip pocket, then able to locate the football and swat it away.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Daniel. Got him downfield. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and
have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. Now the toss. Got a little touchdown, Michigan. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, David.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about. This rivalry is inferior to Michigan all the time. You've got a chance to keep fighting, show them what's inside your chest.
Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Short pass. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Howie, what do you have?
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Keep it on the ground. He's past the marker. Turns it on in midfield. All kinds of room to the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll be a touchback. Will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Hendricks. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Running inside, it's Rivero. At midfield, he's got room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
The fake wants to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Under pressure. Got a man in the middle. Breaks into the open. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. Always impressive to grind through in the late season and get a solid victory, and now it just keeps rolling as we turn our attention to what's in store for next week. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. to the running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. This quarterback part of their running game. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Spartans!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just made lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
No surprise here. They've had success running the football throughout this game, and here we are late in the fourth quarter, and they're still doing it. They're still having success. This offensive line, man, they've taken this game over. They had a challenge set before them heading into this one, but they have answered the bell. These big fellas up front, they are getting it done.
Turning it on. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Follows his blocks. It's Cutler. He's past the sticks. Might have a chance. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. The run to the left. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play.
Makes the grab in their space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Wants to throw one first. Right side, it's Hawk. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. And, man, their fans have been hungry to see that. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Fresh set of downs going up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You know, athletic tight ends today are such a premium in college football. Not only can these guys block, but you see this tight end and his ability in the open field, the wiggle that he has to make people miss. Don't see that too often.
Finding space. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line of scrimmage by this offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. to the tight end. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves.